Alright, guys, welcome back to my channel. It is being widely reported today that Zion.t will be parting ways with the Black Label. Now, to give you a brief idea of what's being written, it seems that, or rather, what's being reported, it seems like Zion.t has, held some uh, contract negotiations, or maybe just a very cordial discussion with Teddy, and they've decided that Zion.t wants to, leave the company and form his own label, and it's understandable, and it seems that Teddy has given his full support, and has basically wished him well in a way. It's To me, of course, it's very disappointing because I'm a big fan of the Black Label. Recently, more so than YG Entertainment, to be honest. Especially since that the whole I Am So Me series. By the way, if you haven't watched it, check it out. Great fun, and really gives you a insight into how well they are, as how close they are as a unit. From Teddy, the CEO, to Somi, and all the Black Label dudes, Vince, 24. uh, yeah, it's disappointing because you hope that your senior artists stick around. I mean, even in any part of any company, you want to see your seniors, um, you know in a way, being promoted, and eventually taking up positions in the hierarchy. You see it a lot as in in companies like J Parks, AOMG, and even higher. You see a lot of that, where senior artists usually tend to take up higher positions in the you know in the company. But obviously, it's not going to be the case with every company. You see, for instance, we've seen YG Entertainment, and this is a problem with me personally because I think maybe YG, and in this case, especially in this case, when Black Label is missing a trick here. As I've said, AOMG and Higher Music, they managed to keep, especially AOMG. Higher Music has been around for what, in the last 3 to 2 years or so. But AOMG has somehow, during all those years, they managed to hold on to their, top artists, whatever the case. And this is where I think YG just disappoints in a massive scale, in the sense they've seen artists like Epic High, Psy, Lehigh, one. Although you could argue that one is not an experienced head and whatever, but you get the idea. It's not cool to lose your artists. It's important to keep a hold of your the DNA of any organization. And to me, the Black Label, it doesn't get bigger than Zion.t, because he's very active both in he's very active in the music scene, in the sense, not just varieties. He's very active in varieties as well as reality shows. He's that kind of that link to K-pop and um, K hip hop, K R&B. He's there in every part of it. So he's been very instrumental in promoting the brand, the Black Label brand, across So this will be a big loss to me. Where, I mean, as far as the Black Label is concerned, I'm convinced that it's a big loss because it's a big name. He's been very active. He's really pushed over the Black Label brand, and whatever the case, it's going to be a big loss in my opinion. Not just for his music. His music is going to make. I think he's also he has to be one of the most more profitable artists when it comes to the black label, because I don't think they make a lot of money from their artists. Somi is just starting out. Vince, he's also just starting out. I don't really understand the relationship between Lauren and the black label. Is Lauren really under the black label as an artist? So it is a rather disappointing from that sense. But you have to understand that each person is not going to be the same. It's going to be different. Um, so going forward, I hope Zion.t releases one last album under the black label. Last, hurrah for the for his time at the black label. Maybe feature some black label artists, maybe a few up and coming artists as well. So it is what it is. I really would like to thank him as a fan for his service to the black label, and wish him all the best. He did a great job of promoting the brand, and I got really nothing bad to say, speak about him. He's been a great artist for the black label. Now, this also opens up the question of the black label is severely uh, under understaffed. Well, however you want to put it, they don't have a lot of artists, so they're going to lose another artist. So basically, I think currently they've only got Somi and Occasion, if that's how you pronounce his name. Even I don't know. That that brother hasn't been seen for a good bit either. So it is quite disappointing, and I hope that this gives Black Label it'll wake them up and make them want to pursue more artists, and hopefully get more artists to sign under them, and maybe they could maybe just convince Zion.t to renew his contract for a couple of more years before really going independent, because it's not a very good, personally. I wasn't going to talk about this, but going opening your independent label, or rather starting your independent label, seems to be the craze nowadays. We've seen it from we've seen many artists do it, especially those who have just left their labels and they just suddenly open up their own labels. Now it's fine, that's totally up to you, but some of these labels don't do very well. So down the line, I really can see Zion.t's label being purchased by being taken over by another large company. So I hope it doesn't come to that. I hope Zion.t is able to be, if he wants to do it right, do it. I hope he does it right and he just sticks to it. He really becomes a success story. So with all that being said, I hope to catch you all hopefully with in the next video, and hopefully we'll have some news regarding any comebacks or whatever during this week. Although I doubt it, because we just got in an announcement regarding Blackpink's massive project. So yeah, I doubt there's going to be any news this week, but you never know. Maybe a YG or even the Black Label will want to just release some content before the year ends. You never know. Anyways, with that, I hope you leave a comment down, and leave a like if you like the video, and if you dislike the video, please let me know. Feedback is important, obviously, for this channel, and if you're a YG fan, I hope you subscribe. And with that, I'll hope to see you next time. Take care, everyone.